Gathering, and I'm here with a living automotive legend, Joel Rosen. In the 60s and the 70s, nobody built better limited production supercars than Joel. And we're here today to talk not only about the motion heritage, but also the motion of today. Let's talk about, before we get into this brand new motion Camaro, let's talk about where motion heritage came from.
Motion started in the 60s in Brooklyn, and then about mid-66 we moved out to Long Island and started our whole new business on our own out there. And then in 67 we started to build these brand new supercars along with Baldwin Chevrolet.
That was really the key, wasn't it, was hooking up with Baldwin?
That was the key. We wanted to build and sell new cars to the public with anything everybody wanted on them, and they gave us the ability to do that.
And you took a very unique talent in how you could super tune engines and build high performance, big block and small block Chevrolets as well.
Well, I spent a lot of time at the track, a lot of time tuning, a lot of time racing, and transferred it over to the new car project.
You also did a tremendous amount of dyno work on these engines, didn't you?
Yes. We were really the only one on Long Island that had a dyno at that time, and we had oscilloscope before people could say oscilloscope, and turned that into a major tuning business.
Let's talk about your drag racing experience. You started pretty early, didn't you?
Yeah, I started with a 58 fuel-injected Corvette and then progressed into a 63 Fuelie, and then went on and had a Shelby Cobra Dragon Snake, which set some national records, and then on to our 67 Camaro, which was the flagship for our program of selling the Baldwin-Motion Camaros. We wanted to race exactly the way we sold the actual car. We did that. We showed that our package could actually set a national record with what we were actually selling to the public, not a specially built drag car.
And that evolved into what was called the Fantastic Five, right?
Yeah, we made the 5 different types of Chevrolet, Biscayne, Nova, Chevelle, Chevy 2, and Camaro and Corvette. And later we added the Vega.
So most people are pretty happy with the performance.
Absolutely. In fact, you know, they are just the best of all the muscle cars that were ever produced.
Talk about legitimizing your performance cars. You were the only builder that I know of that ever offered a written guarantee on just how fast your cars would go in the quarter mile.
Yeah, well, you know, Paul, since everybody else was selling copies of what we did, we decided that we would legitimize our car by making a race car exactly the way we sold the car to the public, and taking it out and giving an 11-second guarantee.
That popularity of the motion cars spread to all across the world, didn't it?
Yes, you know, it wasn't too long after that we started selling cars every place around the world, in Australia and Tehran, Iran, and Lebanon, and people were coming from all over for our cars.
So you were really on a roll by the mid-70s.
Yeah, we went on until the mid-70s when the government came in and said, well, you can't do that anymore.
What happened?
Well, we were violating the Clean Air Act, which was a new thing at that time, and the government just wouldn't let us get away with it.
And now you've got a new project.
Yeah, that's what's really great and got me really hyped up, you know, because for many years now, I've had a lot of people come in to me and say, why don't you do it again? And that's exactly what we're doing. We came out with a motion super Camaro with everything that you could ever want in a car as the maximum street car.
And this is definitely not your average Camaro.
Oh, this car is like equating Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s Monte Carlo to a factory Monte Carlo.
You know, it really makes sense that there's a new Camaro SuperCoupe from Motion, considering the incredible prices that original genuine Baldwin-Motion cars are going for. I mean, I recently saw the Phase 3 Camaro going for $400,000 and Phase 3 GTs for almost $700,000.
Yeah, there's been an awful lot of interest in motion cars recently, and we just had to go back and build some new ones, and that's why we're doing this 69 Camaro with all of this special equipment, like coilover shocks, independent rear suspension, 13-inch setback, and of course our baby here, this is the 700 horsepower, 540-inch all-aluminum Merlin engine.
This is one incredible big block engine. Why don't you give us a little bit of a walkthrough for this baby?
Well, right on top of it, we got a super duper streetable Kinsler injection system, and then the Merlin aluminum heads and a brand new edition of a Merlin block along with a street roller cam. And this whole thing with the 700 horsepower and all is going to be actually streetable. We guarantee it to be streetable and be a monster.
Well, if there's a guarantee from Motion, if it's anything like the guarantee from years back, then people can believe that this is going to be one tremendous car.
And I'm sure that everybody's going to really love it when they see it.
I understand that there's going to be a limit to the production of these cars.
Well, we're only going to make 12 of these cars. Everyone's going to be serial numbered. Everyone's going to be inspected by me before it goes out. And everyone is going to be signed by me so that people know that it's an authentic car.
So there'll be plenty of documentation to go with the car.
Plenty of documentation.
Now, knowing you, after these 12 are built, I know you have to have more projects in the works.
We definitely do, Paul. We've got a number of new projects in the works, and people and our fans will be hearing about them pretty soon.
Baldwin-Motion, the legend lives.
At the 2005 Barrett-Jackson Classic Car Auction, we saw a Baldwin-Motion Corvette cross the block, rekindling conversations about the great Baldwin-Motion heritage. At SEMA, everything old became new again with the introduction of the Baldwin-Motion Camaro. The car featured an incredible mix of high-performance parts and brilliant styling that created an incredible work of art. I'm here right now with Joel Rosen, who was the mastermind behind the 454 Vega and now the 700 horsepower 69 Camaro motion car. Tell me, what gave you the idea to build this car?
Well, for many years since we stopped building cars, people have asked for us to come back with something, and this was our answer to come back big time.
And I see it's got some very special things, an all-aluminum big block Chevy, 540 inches, and the motor's been set back over a foot, so there's actually a better weight distribution.
Absolutely, it's really a tremendous platform. There's much more weight on the rear wheels, and the car's going to go like a bat out of hell.
I'm here with Bill Goldberg, one of the biggest muscle car guys here at the show. And Bill, what do you think of the new 69 Camaro these guys have put together in Motion?
Well, you know, I wouldn't be a part of the unveiling if I didn't really like the car. You got to appreciate the craftsmanship on this car. I mean, to bring back the Motion name, I mean, you know about Baldwin-Motion. I know about Baldwin-Motion. Not a lot of people out there do, but the old enthusiasts really know what's going on. If they can carry on that tradition and make this the thoroughbred of old like those other things were, I think it's a winner.
This car is scheduled to be at Barrett-Jackson. Are you going to go to Barrett-Jackson this year?
Absolutely, man. I got a car going at Barrett. I think it's right close to this car. I think it's lot 1306.2, man. This thing is it's gonna shock some people there. There's no question. And I like this. I like my Cobra.
Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. All right, let's go down.
Ready? Go down.